Alright guys, we're up to the third race of the season, which is in uh, China, and we are off here. Um, I forgot to start recording. I was too uh, quick to get in to the game, so yeah, I had to quickly rush and press my key, and I'm sort of just dancing around these cars because the first lap fever has hit, and the Formula 1 drivers in F1 2011 forget how to drive for the first lap, or around there. So the idea is make up as many places as you can, because you're not going to be able to do any better than this, you know, later on. So Schumacher just dances around our outside there. And by the looks of things, first lap fever has ended. That corner's really hard to do without spinning out. By the way, I got a new microphone, which I'm not using in this video, because I need a splitter in order to be able to hear, you know, in order to be able to hear myself, hear the game. So I'll still be using this shitty mic, which is just my iPod earphones, until then, and I don't know what Rosberg was doing there, but he got a bit of his wing clipped off. In real life, that probably would have destroyed my tyres and destroyed my race. But luckily, I have myself to be able to do that. Yay! Go me! And we got Perez there. Taking a look around our outside. Just closing the door there, making sure that he can't get past. It's going to be a weird race because it's so short, and because it's like 40% chance of raining. It's likely that it's going to start raining towards the end of the race after my second pit stop, so it's just, there's going to be no point in coming back in, because there won't be enough time for the track to evolve and become wet enough, you know, to make pitting for at least inches, you know, have point. There'll be no point in doing it. So there goes Perez on me, and he's going to have DRS. He's going to get away quickly. We've got Maldonado there behind us. Slipstream Perez, who for some reason doesn't have DRS. I don't know why, but should be able to take him. No. Oh, this is going to be close. He's sticking on the outside, I'm sticking on the inside. He bails. Probably a smart decision, because that would have ended badly. But he's going to have another go here. And no, Maldonado comes through. Crash to Maldonado comes through. He backs off too, because there's no room. I like Rosberg, who likes to stick his nose where it doesn't belong. What? Definitely not a reference to anything that's happened in the 2014 season at all. I'll be coming in next lap. I expect I'll lose the majority of my positions then, and hopefully, I don't know where that lag spike came from, but it was very irritating. That's the other thing, I've had lag spikes of late, and I don't exactly know why. I'm using Bandicam, so it shouldn't be that laggy. I think I've got to check my background processes or defragment or something, because it's definitely not behaving the way it should behave. It's very difficult to do these kind of videos, you know, Formula 1 videos, very high paced, and when something like that happens, it's difficult to keep that pace going, because you get into a rhythm and, you know, got Barrichello's slipstream there a bit, but I don't think there's much I can do. Maybe I'm wrong. don't know if I cut him off there, but I've got a train behind me there. They're all like taking turns. Maldonado and Barrichello like switching each other out, taking turns having a go at me because I defend like an absolute maniac. Someone's already in the pits. I probably could have gone in the pits then, but because of how slow my car, like how slow this car is, there's no point in trying an undercut because it's not going to work. Oh my goodness. What was that, Kobayashi? What was that? There was no room, clearly. Maldonado is going to take off now. Thank bloody goodness I have some breathing space though. But my tyres are going off. I think Kobayashi's on, sorry, Maldonado's on primes. I'm not sure. Yeah, this computer lagging is really starting to irritate me. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. It's quite a decent computer, so I don't understand why it would... You know, I got a 4 gig graphics card for Christ's sake. Is that not enough gigs for you? I probably need to buy a stick of RAM. Probably what I'm going to do. My birthday's next week, so I'm probably going to use some of my birthday money and then buy a 4 gig stick of RAM. It should help. And we are coming in now. Should I go one more lap? Yeah, screw it. I'm going to go one more lap. Can't hurt. All these cars are probably going to catch me up anyway. So going wide is not going to help my cause here. These tyres are nearly dead, so the reason I'm doing this is to save myself some pain towards the end. It'll get really bad at the end, especially on prime tyres with a car that has no grip. I'd rather be on prime tyres that have a, you know, 1 lap extra grip. That said, this is not easy and I keep lagging. It's making this game very difficult. Usually keep a constant, you know, 60 frame rate per second, but, you know, even when I'm recording. But at the moment it's, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to come in this lap. I don't know whether it was a mistake doing that or whether that's going to improve my race, but I just thought, you know what, I don't want to go in when everyone else is going in because I don't want to get stuck behind a huge line of cars coming out, so it's probably best to just do, well, not best, but it'd probably be a good idea to do 1 extra lap. And we pretty much nailed that entry there into the pits. We are probably going to come out about 18th, I would reckon. 19th, sorry. So that pit stop was good. And we came out. Oh, shit, 14th. So that worked. What I did worked. Okay. Fantastic. Now I've got to warm up these tyres. Oh, fun. Nothing like having cold prime tyres in a Virgin. Nothing that a bit of burnouts couldn't fix, right? Right? No. Burnouts wouldn't fix this. That would increase graining, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, these lag spikes. They're going to be the death of me. Like, I'm going to lag into a wall and die. What are you doing, Sutil? It's my line. Hello, dude. kept my foot planted firmly to the floor there. By the floor I mean push the trigger as hard as I possibly could. I'm going to use this slipstream. Go back on the inside here. Outside. Yeah, that's the outside. This tire's nearly up to temperature. I reckon one more lap and I'll be able to turn my fuel mix up to rich. That was really bad. How the hell is Carpacane in 17? How did that happen? That's witchcraft right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is witchcraft. And it has started to rain. That throws the spanner in the works, isn't it? I'm not going to risk actually turning my fuel mix up because it's going to get slippery at the very end of the race. So I've just got to concentrate on not crashing now. Because 16th is far better. Is 2 places better than the team predicted. And I definitely want to keep that place from Carpacane if I can. And it's going to be difficult because the AI are extremely good in the wet. Like unnaturally so. Like I'm not talking Ayrton Senna gifted good in the wet. I'm talking about unnaturally able to predict how turning into a corner will affect a car before they turn into the corner. And then acting accordingly. So until of course the track goes totally wet and they're still in dries and they're as slow as dogs. So I guess it fixes itself, I suppose. The guys will be coming in the pits now, and Carpacane is one of them. Okay. Because there's 2 different race strategies going here. And I'm just going to keep an eye on my tyre temperatures here. Just squeezing the throttle slowly. I don't want to jerk, slam it down too much. Start braking a tad bit earlier. Because we're already starting to lose grip here. Going wide onto the marbles there. Which I actually think for some reason make that corner easier. Perez won't be in DRS range, thank bloody goodness. This time, but I'm sure he will be next time. We got Perez chasing us here. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go in, only because it'll get like wet enough for intermediates by lap 10, I reckon. And because of how far in front the leaders are, I don't suspect I'll get that lap, lap 11 to catch up. So I'm gonna have to book it and, well, not book it, but be extra careful and stay on these dries. By extra careful, I mean when Perez goes past me, just sort of let him through. Because, and someone's gone off. No, they haven't. It's currently on top of that. Oops, tracking. I'm just gonna let him through if he can get past me, because yeah, there's no point in fighting the might of the mighty Mexican in the far superior Sauber behind me. And I'm just tucking behind him because, yeah, there's no point in fighting him. Especially not for 15th, 14th, 15th is just so much better than what my team was expecting anyway, so I'll be happy to take that home to them. That said, Sutil's now 6 seconds behind me, and if my calculations are correct, He should be on my gearbox in about a lap. Assuming we don't finish. Assuming the race doesn't finish for me at lap 10. We've got a lock up there. The tyres are still warm. Although the back left is getting worryingly cold. So I reckon my instinct would be, if this was a longer race, it would be to pit in this lap. Because we're starting to see splashes on the tyres. And by the time we come into the pits, come out of the pits, it will be just about the turning point, the tipping point, in that drives will slightly still be the tyre to be on, but not long enough for that whole lap, you know. Being very careful here, as I suspect Sutil's closing in on me. I don't know how I'm doing faster laps in the wet, you know, than I did in the dry, but you know, whatever. What can you do? Can't change the way the game's coded. So. Sutil's behind me there. And as I predicted, he's right on my gearbox, right where I said he would be. Those predictions, though. I think it would be best to let him through here and then just slipstream him. I just gotta be broke earlier. Yeah. A bit of a lock up there. Alright, last lap. Tyres are a little bit cooler in this lap, so they're not going to be as grippy. And they're wearing out quite fast too, so. And I've got 2 extra laps of fuel in my tank. I should probably use those laps of fuel at the start. On a race that looks like it's going to be wet. Damn it, Sebastian Vettel, why couldn't you pass the line just before we did? That would have been fantastic. I wouldn't have had to do another lap. I think it is just flipping now towards the inters. Yeah, it definitely feels like inter territory now. I probably wouldn't have had the guts to go this long had it been, you know, a 50% race, for example. I probably would have pitted last lap. I mean, there's obviously inherent benefits of coming in early. But you know, this is the last lap, and I just don't want to do too many stupid things. And even if I finish here, you know, 16th, it's good. Should be proud of that. No, but of course I have to bat someone off and get a penalty right at the very end. It'll put me 18th at the very least. Yep. Well, at least I matched the team objective, right? Well, that's my best finish all year. So, gained 6 positions. So, I think that's an overall massive improvement. But I dived and hit another car like an idiot, right at the very end there, being greedy. I could have finished 17th, but I didn't. Sorry, 16th, but I didn't. So, that's what I get. So yeah, I did well for the team, which is important. But essentially, I'm just trying to show my worth to the bigger teams. I'd like to be in a lower midfield team for next season if possible. Force India would be magnificent. Even a Williams at this point is looking mighty impressive. So I suspect he'll do a lot better, you know, in a car like that than in this kind of car. So yeah. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully that race is a bit more exciting than previous races. Next race will be in Turkey, so see you guys soon, and hopefully I'll have a splitter by then. See ya.